Hi, my name is Paul Paradise. I am 36 and live in Tacoma, Washington. I moved here from the East Coast a year and 9 days ago. My degree program is Instructional Design. I will be graduating on September 2nd of this year, and this is my fourth to last class. Okay, cut. My goals for this class are somewhat undecided. When I commenced this program of study, I was intent on constructing an online music school, as I have taught music for a number of years and had an inspiration to take the idea of music instruction to the World Wide Web. However, as things have transpired, I find myself at a point where, after more than 20 years of obsessive involvement with the art of music, I have completely lost interest in pursuing music with any degree of seriousness. At this point, I am finishing this class in order to finish the degree. That said, I know I will learn a lot from this class and appreciate the opportunity I have had to learn about something I did not even know existed a couple of years ago. Instructional design is an incredibly fascinating discipline and so vital to the art of information transmission, the most important part of teaching. I am looking forward to reading the textbook for the class, as I have come to understand that Robert Mills Gagne is probably the most important figure in the field of pure instructional design. On top of that, he was born in Massachusetts and did graduate work at Brown University. I was born in Worcester, Mass. and grew up in Providence, Rhode Island, where Brown is located. So I guess I feel some kind of connection to this man, as well as standing in awe of his legacy in relation to the field of instructional design. Due to the fact that I am in transition out of music, my career goals are undecided. In general, co-parenting my 7-year-old son James in partnership with his mother Carly and being committed to the spiritual practices of the Hare Krishna tradition are more important to me. I work at a hotel to help make ends meet.
Where's the 7-year-old son James?
When all is said and done, as long as I have time to spend with my son and time to practice my faith tradition while being able to continually self-educate, I will be in alignment with myself. Notions of career success aren't as important to me as notions of parental success are. That said, I am thinking about going back to school to study mathematics, as I have always wanted to master calculus and abstract algebra. I am also entertaining the idea of eventually teaching mathematics, as there is a need for this out in the world, and that would be a great way to dovetail my growing understanding. In work, school, parenting, practicing my faith tradition, and dealing with the nuts and bolts of co-running a household, I don't really have time for hobbies. That said, I enjoy reading. Also, taking James to the park to run around or kick the soccer ball around in the yard affords me the opportunity to be a kid again, so that helps me to unwind. In one sense, the closest thing to a hobby for me is studying Sanskrit, the classical language of India. It is akin to a hobby because I engage in it as I have time to do so, with the understanding that it might not ever be completely mastered. But it also ties into my religious life in the way that Hebrew is important for devout Jews. In that sense, it's much more serious than a hobby. No. I believe that how we see ourselves is different from how others see us, and these two perspectives are completely different from who we really are. Any speculative notions regarding other people's perceptions of us are just that, speculative, and probably somewhat off base at the very least. That said, when I asked Carly about this, she said that people tend to think of me as a big thinker, someone who is easy to talk to and bounce ideas around with, and that what most people don't know is that in general, I am a bit silly. Thank you very much.
You have to see the video, Daddy.